Hello and welcome to Taurean Tarot. In today's video, I am doing a visual journal entry for the state of my securities. And this comes from my last video for my Healing with Tarot series. We did a few different exercises, and in this exercise we did a 5-card spread, which you can see in my journal there. The purpose of the exercise was to see, as the title suggests, the state of my securities. Now we looked at the 4 main types, which was emotional, financial, mental, and physical. And in the center there you see the reverse Knight of Wands. And when I first started this series, we had to do a chakra assessment, and the Knight of Wands was what I pulled for my root chakra. So that's basically at the core of my root chakra. So that essentially is affecting everything in my root chakra, as that's the energy that I'm holding in it. And I actually got the idea for this journal entry pretty quickly. Most times when we're working on these exercises, we're paying attention to not only what specific cards that we pull, but also if they're court cards, if they're major arcana, the suit, the number. So all of those things come into play. And when I was looking at the spread, I noticed that all of them were court cards, so that was obviously important, but also that there are 3 cards that were the suit of cups, which I have represented at the bottom of the page by the figures from the 3 of Cups tarot card. I did this for a couple of different reasons. One, to obviously represent the 3 cups cards that are in my spread, but also what the 3 of Cups stands for, which is celebration, joyousness, being together, and that's ultimately what I'm trying to achieve. And even though right now I'm doing this journey by myself, I'm not going to be able to improve unless I have the support of others. So I'm bringing that energy into this journal entry. As for the top portion of the drawing, the Knight of Wands has been a very prominent figure in this portion of the series, with it being the energy that I'm holding right now. So I have it prominently displayed on top, and he's sitting on top of a pentacle to represent the Page of Pentacles that I pulled for my financial security. So with just these few symbols, I have my entire spread represented. And when I started trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to represent all of these, one card kept coming into mind as I thought about it, and that was the Ace of Cups. Again, going back to the cups being so heavily represented in here. And if you look at a traditional Ace of Cups card, it's got the chalice above a lake and the water's pouring out from it. So that's where the idea of the water comes from, pouring over that pentacle into those 3 of Cups. You know, the water is a symbol of emotions when it comes to tarot, but it's also me releasing that energy of the Knight of Wands from my root chakra so that I can grow and I can heal. And I have a little saying there on the side that says "fill my cups," because that was something that I heard in my mind while I was working on my tarot journal. So I wanted to make sure that I had that represented on the page as well. It's a pretty common saying that you can't pour from an empty cup, and I feel like I've been doing that for a very long time now. And I know personally I'm going through a very major transition. A lot of things have been happening and moving in the right direction, and I've been trying to focus more on myself, on my physical, my mental health, and I just feel like this was very fitting, and I feel like I'm in that period of my life where it is time for me to fill my cups so I can replenish what I've given away all of these years. So I know this is a pretty short one, but it was a very simple drawing. And I think despite its size and with just having very minimal ideas represented here, I think it gets across exactly what it is that I needed to get from this spread and what I've taken away from it. So I hope that you enjoyed that. If you haven't seen the security portion of my Healing with Tarot series yet, I'll make sure I link that in the cards above. Make sure you go check that out so you have context from where I'm getting this spread from, the different types of exercises we're working on. You get a lot of useful information out of there that I think will help people. And even if you're new to tarot or still a beginner, these exercises are very beginner friendly. I give you tips and tricks along the way, and you can always feel free to message me on Twitter or email me if you have questions about that. In the next video, I will be doing a visual journal entry for the snapshot of my root chakra as I view it with my perception of security. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this today. I really appreciate it. If you could just take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, again, would be super appreciated. And until the next one, take care and be well.